you got Misha Tate. Misha Tate, you know, I mean, she's been that belt's been snatched away from her like so many times. She's like, it's not doing. I'm just gonna grind you out, and she was able to just grab a hold of that leg, you know, stay on her and take her back, and you know, finish it.
Do you think that maybe? And I don't want to say Holly Holm panicked or anything like that, but do you think maybe when, you know, the fight was winding down, it was maybe about a minute or so left in the 5th round when Misha Tate took her down. Do you think that maybe Holly Holmes tried to get up too quick and maybe didn't, instead of maybe staying on the ground and making Misha Tate work to get her in a submission hold?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That plays a factor. Like, you know what I mean? A fight can go either way, you know what I mean? You can't really say, like, if she would have did this, you know what I mean, that would have happened. Right. But, you know what I mean, like, if she was on the ground, she could fight her hands a little bit more. You know what I mean? Her neck wouldn't have been exposed like the way it was for her to get that choke. So, you mean, it could have been, you know what I mean, she could have lasted those extra seconds on the ground and, you know, ultimately came out with a victory.
So, do you think the next, you know, step that the UFC should take with Holly Holmes and Misha Tate and Ronda Rousey, and now it's been announced that Chris Cyborg is going to fight at UFC 198. Do you think that they should all do maybe like a tournament to kind of see who's the best? Because they said Ronda's not coming back until, I think Dana White yesterday said that Ronda Rousey is ready to fight at the end of the year. Yeah. But, you know, we're in April. Yeah. You know, we got a long ways away till they fight. So I don't think Misha Tate wants to sit on the sideline until, you know, November, December.
Hey, you know what I mean? Fight. Like, you know, Misha Tate beat Holly Holm, and, you know, Holly Holm beat Ronda Rousey, and, you know, I mean, it was talked about forever for Cyborg to come in there and fight Ronda Rousey. So, you know, the best thing we'll do, just put her in there. Well, you know what I mean? I would say she'd fight, what's her name? The Hispanic girl that.
Kat Zingano?
Not Kat Zingano, but the other one that's been tearing people up. She's a little bit bigger. What's her name? But she's Brazilian. She's Brazilian.
I know you're not talking about Beth Carrera.
No, not her. But yeah, she's real good. She had a couple knockouts. She beat, who she beat? I don't know. No. Yeah. Sorry, women. Yeah. I'm a big fan of women's MMA, but I'm bad with names, so you guys don't kill me out there.
Listen, the only name you need to be concerned with right now is Justin Sumter. That's the name that you need to keep your eye on. So, you know, I gotta ask you, just recently, as of I think this was 2 days ago or maybe yesterday, John Jones, Daniel Cormier fight canceled, and again, another superstar in MMA and UFC gets hurt weeks before the fight. You're training for a fight right now. You fighting about 2 weeks? About 2-3 weeks?
3 weeks.
About 3 weeks?
Yeah.
You look like you're in good shape, and I don't think you're going to break anything before you have your next fight. So why are all of these top guys in UFC and MMA period going through, having these major injuries, you know, weeks before, you know, a big fight?
Well, you know what I mean? I'm not there, so I can't answer exactly what they're doing. But for me personally, like the closer I get to the fight, you know, I mean, it's all about the way you train and how you train, the intensity. You have to keep that intensity up, one, because you're going to fight in the cage against somebody that's going to do the same thing, but it's all about doing things smart. Not to say they're not smart when they train. It's just, you know, I want to be doing stuff that would have the potential to get me injured. Like, you know, I mean, you're sparring now and then, you know, like you step wrong and you might hurt your ankle. You might break a toe or something like that. That's, you know, I mean, there's freak accidents. Right, you know what I mean? I could get up from this chair and, you know, break my arm. Right. But, you know, I'll be a little
we don't want
careful.
that. We definitely don't want that on your debut, but it just seems, you know, it seems odd to me. Again, I don't think these guys are scared. They're getting in the octagon. They're getting in that ring to fight, you know, all of the time. I don't think they want to duck. I think anybody that has that competitive nature, they want to see if they can be the best. They want to challenge themselves against the best. But I mean, listen, in boxing, you rarely ever hear of a fight getting canceled because somebody got hurt. I mean, I know you need to train hard and you need to be, you know, we were talking again off air. You want to peak at the right time, you said, which I thought was a great word to use. You do want to peak at the right time, but you also, you know, you don't want to get hurt either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I think with the, Dos Anjos fight, like, I think he hurt a rib, I believe, But, you know, I mean, he wanted to fight, but
Dos Anjos was his ankle.
Oh, his ankle, okay.
Aldo was his ribs.
Yeah.
Aldo was his ribs.
So, like, they wanted a fight, but, you know what I mean, like, ultimately it falls on their doctors, you know, like I fought plenty of times with hurt hands and hurt toes and stuff like that, but, you know what I mean, I just like to fight, so, you know what I mean, it's not gonna bother me, but, you know, once you get up to that point where, you know what I mean, this is, like, if I lose that title, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be making that $10,000 a week or, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's kind of like an economical decision that they're making at that point. I shouldn't fight because if I lose, you know what I mean, that's my livelihood and I don't want to lose.
Well, I'm definitely not saying fight if you're seriously injured. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to, you know, come in not 100% or as close to 100% as you could be.
Yeah.
You know, an old football term is after the first week, you're hurt. Yeah. You're never going to be 100% after that. So I know you got to gut it out, but if the injury is too severe, obviously you can't. Yeah. And I guess it just boggles my mind a bit on how often it happens.
Yeah.
It seems that like fighters would almost go, you know what? I want to, you know, just calm down a little bit because I'm getting close because it just happened. Like I just seen it happen a week ago. You know what I mean? So it kind of boggles your mind a little bit, but you know, that's the way. So, I mean, Justin, man, I'd like to thank you, man, for coming on the show. I'd like to thank you for having me, man. Listen, man, this is our first interview with a legit guy.
Oh, legit.
Yeah, you are legit, you know what I mean? A legit guy that's gonna, you know, blow up in the world of MMA, man. And for you to take the time out to come and stop and show some love to Don't Shoot the Messenger, man. It's really appreciated.
Hey, thank you for having me. And I really appreciate you guys having me on your show. You know what I mean? It means a lot.
Man, let me tell you, it means more to us. Believe me, man. Believe me. You got the following. You got the, you know, as they say, you got the juice now. So, yeah, man, this, you know, shout out your info, man, where people can catch you at, you know, your fight, your website, all your social, not your social security, or your social media.
All right, yeah, you guys can get me on Facebook, Justin the Fort Sumter, my athlete page. You also can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, with Justin the Fort. It's easier if you just type in Justin Sumter. You can find me. Also, go to Sumter MMA. That's my website, done by Lost Media Concepts, headed by Louis Serrano.
Shout out to Louis, because he's looking out for us too. Yeah, that's a man in charge right there. Let me tell you something right now.
Real good guy. Also, shout out to my sponsors. I want to thank CT Supplements for keeping me fueled for this training camp. Harlem Brew, a Lux Special brand, and Barber Preciseness for hooking me up with my fresh cut.
There you go, everybody. Stay tuned for Justin Sumter. I'm telling you, I watched this guy. I saw his fights on YouTube. Look it up. Go on his page. I'm telling you, this guy is legit. I mean, you looking at the next middleweight champ right now. It's early though. Yeah, it's early, but you looking at him. So when he get big, you know, we could call out another favor and then, you know, he can come back on the show and look out for us. But, man, like I said, man, thanks for coming in. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Chris G. This is Justin the Fort Sumter.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.